y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What's up? Yes, welcome back to Missy's Islanders. What's up, y'all? Don't I'm a little late with this information because I'm quite sure everybody heard it. But yeah, Tiffany the hen has flew the coop. She's out of there. She's gone. Congratulations to Mayor House. Congratulations, y'all. This was a long battle. I jumped in the game like last year, so it's been about a year. It's been about a long year, but we enjoyed the shit show. We enjoyed everything that Tiffany had. Feed the people, stealing of the money allegedly, eviction processes. Oh yeah, we done witnessed a lot dealing with Tiff. So I just want to say to Dalton and Thornton that congratulations to y'all. I know this is like a relief. You can sleep comfortable. You ain't got to worry about nobody trying to run up on you if you didn't vote for them or you not on their side. Y'all can basically relax. I believe Jason House and all the trustees, Kiana and all of that. I believe that they gonna do the right thing. Jason House, he done got his mayor name up on a Dalton Municipal Building. I'm quite sure Kiana done put her picture back up. Probably put that shit up like last month for real. But yeah, so congratulations to them. Just wanted to bring a little bit um, you know, Be Live about it because I haven't really been talking about Tiffany in a minute. But I do want to say shout outs to them. They fought a long battle and they got the changes done. So like I said, I believe that they're gonna do what is the right thing to do for the community of Dalton. So yes, shout outs to them. Yep. So let's get into a little something. And then y'all know Andrew was there. I'm not sure if they're going to keep him on the slate or if they're going to just be like he got to go. Cause y'all know if the shoe was on the other foot, if Tiffany was in, she going to get rid of all the ops. So I don't know if they're going to give him a chance, but he was there. Um, Basically, looked like he was being a stand up guy and no hard feelings. But the trustees will be the one to basically vote him out if they don't want him in there. So right now it looks like he's a part of the crew. He's a part of the team. So hopefully whatever they choose is whatever they choose. Because we already know he the ops. He haven't even been to a lot of the meetings lately. Like Tiffany, when Tiffany don't come, he don't come. And then some of the ones where Tiffany was there, he still ain't come. So I don't know how they gonna do him. If he gonna be allowed to still be a trustee with the new clean house team. We just gonna have to look and find out what it's gonna be. But right now he was there for the inauguration. Yes, he was. Yes, him was there. Him was there. But um, yeah, let's see a little bit of what the news captured.
Sworn in as mayor tonight.
WJN's Brona Tumulty is
I can't even hear.
joining us with details now. Brona.
Good evening, guys.
Down by
Dalton, Jason House being sworn in as mayor tonight.
WJN's Brona Tumulty is joining us with details now. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Tiffany Henyard's tumultuous tenure in the city of Dalton.
I'm trying to see. Um, Why y'all can't hear what's going on? Okay. I don't want to have to fight this thing today.
It is a new day in South Suburban Dalton. Jason House being sworn in as mayor tonight.
WJN's Brona Tumulty is joining us with details now. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Tiffany Henyard's tumultuously at an end with a new regime taking the reins tonight. Dalton residents weighing in this afternoon as the village's new mayor, Jason House, is set to be officially sworn in alongside trustees. This will mark the end of the Tiffany Henyard era here.
Give me something to give away.
And that goes to show y'all why her votes was so low. Because people was liking the food and the giveaways, but like the lady said, we didn't care for her. We ain't voting for her. We gonna take the free. Everybody like free. Who don't like free? But far as her, people started seeing the kind of person that she was, and I'm glad that she was exposed. Also, Lori Lightfoot was at the inauguration. It looked like pretty much of the supporters and the people that stepped up and you know did the right thing. They were basically there, and it looked like a beautiful inauguration. I really enjoyed it. You know, I really definitely enjoyed it.
Mayor also losing her seat in Thornton Township. Her successor, State Senator Napoleon Harris, to take over there in the coming weeks.
Come on now. People want to know what's next.
What's next? Why you out here?
WGN Investigates caught up with Henyard last month at her final food giveaway, but newly obtained court records show the toll her tenure has taken on taxpayers. Her gross income from her 2 government jobs totaling more than $347,000 just last year.
They said she did a lot of illegal stuff. Whether she did or not, I don't know, because if, you know, in my thinking, if she was as that bad, then she would be in jail. At least she should be in jail if she broke the law like that.
House claiming a landslide victory against her in the February primary, taking almost 90% of the vote, ousting her from her seat.
She did some good things out here, and then some of the bad things, which I guess are apparent at this point, the people couldn't deal with anymore, so they vote her out.
He went on to defeat opponent Cassandra Hobson Jordan last month in the municipal election, running on a campaign slogan of cleaning house and a pledge towards transparency.
What would you like him to do or change?
Just
Y'all make sure y'all run the likes up for me. It's only a couple people in here. Please hit the likes. Thank you so much. Yeah, but Jason House didn't do his dance. He ain't do his dance. Remember? They showed the little part of it, but the first part of it when he first came out, he just couldn't contain himself. He was just so excited, and it was funny. Y'all know it was funny. We all laughed about it, but yeah, I'm proud of them.
putting things back in the community, different business, and just clean up the street and stuff like that.
House is a lifelong Dalton resident, and those who call the village home as well are hopeful he'll make good on his commitments.
I wish Mr. House the best, and I hope that, everything that he said he's going to do, he actually does. That's a rare trait today. Most politicians, they tell you one thing and do another.
Now, there is an ongoing federal investigation into Henyard, but she's yet to actually be charged with anything. Tonight's meeting gets underway in about 25 minutes or so from now, and we do hope to speak with the new mayor once he has been sworn in. We're live in Dalton. Brona Tumulty, W.
Yeah, but he definitely was a good fit for Dalton. I definitely do believe. Let me share this real quick. Like I said, once again, Andrew Holmes was in attendance there. He's right here. We haven't Andrew in a long time. I know he was going through family problems and issues and stuff like that. but he was definitely there for the inauguration to get Jason sworn in. Now again, the trustees, if they decide not to keep him, they can always vote him out. You know, I mean, they can do like a Tiffany did. Oh well, you ain't showed up to the board. You haven't even been to work. So they can use that to fire him. Who knows? We don't know for sure if they're gonna keep him or not. But he's basically still a trustee as of now. So we don't know if they gonna keep him. Haven't nobody really spoke on it at this point. Nobody deserves to lose their job, but if you're not working and you still getting paid, sometimes you have to go. Tiffany didn't care about none of them, not being there or anybody that had family issues and all of that stuff. You still got to come to work. So I don't know how they're going to carry with him, which I don't believe that they are that nasty as she was or that vindictive. But it is what it is because he haven't really been there. you know, it's like if she don't show up, he don't show up. But he didn't show up a lot of times. So we have yet to see if they're going to keep him on the board of trustees right now. But right now he's totally there. And I guess he's in combatants of what's going on. His girl Tiff ain't there. I don't know. He might get a pay cut. Who knows? But that's all we know, that he's still there. We're not sure what the trustees going to do at this point. But he's still there at this point. So we don't know. And I used to like Andrew because he is an activist and he was for the community. But when the other stuff came out with the Fania, I was side-eyeing him, and then he made himself look guilty because he wasn't showing up. He wasn't saying nothing. And then when he did try to say something, Tiffany shut him up. This would be a good time for him to come out and say something, too. All right, you showed up. Now say something. Show yourself. Say your side. If this didn't happen, Andrew need to take this position or this situation to try to fix it. If not, people gonna still be looking at him side eye because I'm quite sure I'm not the only one looking at him side eye. So right now he's in position to basically fix it or say his side or how he feel about the situation. But still, as of yet, we haven't heard too much on his part about the Fania situation. So that's another thing. And from what we heard, that Fania wasn't the only one. So that's another thing that can cripple him in his trustee situation. If they be like, all right, we going to bring this up and we going to bring that up, da-da-da, boop, boop, boop. But at the end of the day, they have to be the ones to vote Andrew out. It doesn't work like, oh, we just going to get rid of him. They have to have a vote to basically remove him from the trustee board. But again, we're going to look and be like, following up and see what he have to say about the situation with Fania. Because we still are waiting for your side. Just because you silent doesn't mean that we forgot about it. We still want to hear your side of the story. Allegations was made. Okay, we're not the court, but still, you are a public servant and you should be able to basically address the public and let them know your side of the situation. You just sitting here being quiet about all these accusations. You not saying nothing. Sometimes not saying nothing make you look more guilty than what you are. And sometimes if you say something can make you look guilty too. So, I get it. I understand. But he should take this moment and it's time to basically address the public because he's supposed to be an advocate for the public. So yeah, it would be nice if he give us the answers that we've been waiting for. Tiffany is not here to shut him up. He can say his piece and let it be okay. Because maybe people look at him better or in a different light. But right now, everybody is side eyeing him and like, why he's still there? Everybody have that question. Why he's still there? Why he's still there? You know what I'm saying? Even I do too. But at the end of the day, he needs to clear that up if he can, because it's not going to go away. It's always going to be there as long as he there. So it's up to him to basically say what's going on or what happened, because we still waiting. It hasn't went away. We haven't forgot about it. We all want to know what happened. We want to hear his part. We heard her part. We want to hear his part. So yeah, we just waiting to see what his part is. Congratulations to all the trustees. I'm happy for Ed, Steve. Even Stan Brown is still there. They giving him a chance. Stan Brown, even when he first won, he had a little speech, and he said that he's gonna do better. You understand what I'm saying? Because we always looking at Stan Brown like he's a problem too. Why is he still there? But he did address the public. And I mean, some of us probably still like, well, he still shouldn't be there. But he did make a statement. He did not just was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to just let it. I'm gonna just let it ride. I ain't even going to say nothing. Because is they here for me or they here for you? Like, is they looking for all of us? Everybody on investigation? You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, he did make a statement publicly. Andrew Holmes have yet, even though Stan did make a public, kind of like an apology to the community. He said something. He stood up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he stood up. So he's still not in the clear, but people is trying to basically give him a chance. But Andrew ain't still saying nothing. He not still trying to fix it. Maybe the trustees will let him have a chance to have his say, or do his grievance to the public and the community to let people know his side of the story. We have yet to see that, but it is what it is. But I'm proud of all of them. Let's get into a little bit of Jason House's speech. The link is in the chat if anybody want to come up. Open to anybody, just don't be disrespectful. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, run it up, please. I know I haven't been talking about Tiffany in a while, but make sure y'all hit the like. And thank you all.
On fire that we're going to have next week. I definitely want to say how touched and warm my heart is with all of the individuals here. When we started, it was a standing ovation, but it was the standing looked like a wall protecting the village of Dalton. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's come out. We're privileged today to have numerous elected officials, and I'm going to take my time to recognize one by one.
Why do I say this? Stan don't even look stressed no more. He look like he's a cloud been lifted up off of him. Like he even looked better. Like, because he was stressed out dealing with Tiff. So I think this is a good start for him. I don't know about Andrew. Hopefully Andrew find it in his heart to give us a speech and let us know what the heck is going on. What had happened.
one, because each one of these people have poured into our community and have direction and assistance that we so desperately need, and partnership that we want to make sure that we can return in kind. So with that, I want to make sure that I'm able to acknowledge the School Board District 205 President Nina Graham. Where's President Graham?
Hey, William. Yeah.
Phoenix, Terry Wells. Chanel Kelly, trustee. Howard Miller. Way Commissioner, my brother Antoine.
So, William, from my understanding, I believe that a lot of them credit cards Tiffany name has been taken off of them. She did get away with some funds. She definitely did. But they basically going to try to rebuild Dalton by bringing in more businesses and trying to just reface it. You know, they might raise some taxes up some more, but at the same time, I believe that they have a chance to fix it because not only that, they still got funds. They're not completely wiped out. They are in the red, but they have a chance to turn this around if they do the right thing and they get with the right people. And that's why that lady, Cassandra, she wanted to bring in private contractors, whereas though the contractors will come in and basically they buy in to Dalton, and basically they'll make a revenue also on their different businesses that they were bringing in. So that would bring more money to the community. So that's kind of what Jason was saying in his other speech before he became the mayor, how he gonna try to bring more in. A lot of stuff was shut down behind Tiffany. So not only that. Oh, and that's another thing. Is Tiffany still the commissioner for the liquor license? Because remember, she was the person that runs the liquor board. So did she lose that job too? Because nobody is really talking about that either. But I haven't heard anything about that position yet. Because Tiffany had like 3 jobs, like a Jamaican. But back to what you were saying, they're gonna try to basically revamp it, bring in more businesses, they didn't shut McDonald's down and all of this stuff. So they lost a lot of stuff, even nightclubs, even bars, and people like to drink sometimes. People like to, you gotta have somewhere to go. If you shut everything down, where we going? So they're gonna try to bring the businesses back. Once they bring the businesses back and get back on track, I think they should be okay. That's just my opinion, because all of this can go left. We already know she messed it up, and it's going to be hard to fix it. It ain't going to take 1 year. This is going to take like several years of trying to bring this little, little city, village back together. So yes, it's definitely going to take time and hard work. And the community have to help also. So it seems like all of them have good ideas to fix the city. The village. So we just gotta sit and watch and see what's gonna happen and what they're gonna do. But I believe in them.
My sister, 152 Harvey School Board member, Thornton Township Clerk-elect Casey Nesbitt.
Just a little bit.
Another trailblazer, Robert Pearson, former was vice president for the great Dalton.
Oh, come on.
Dr. Keisha McCaskill, Cook County Commissioner. Travis Claybrooks, trustee. Wow, where are we from, Travis? That's Riverdale. I know. Okay, all right, there we go.
Yes, yes.
Dorothy Price, trustee for the Village of Calumet Park.
Yes, William, he definitely did because mind you, he was praying. He was mayor pro temp when she was out. They got a couple little things going. You know, when Tiffany wouldn't show up, business was still being handled. Just because she wasn't there didn't mean as though, oh well, since I ain't showing up, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing without me. But long as they had a board, they did what they did, and they approved certain things. Certain things still haven't been approved. The toys haven't been approved. Like just a lot of stuff under Tiffany's care. And then one thing they said that they was going to do, the skating ring. They said that they was going to basically sell it to an outside contractor also, whereas though they got to pay them to keep that skating ring in Dalton, but they really don't want no parts of the skating ring. Long somebody is paying in to the village, that's another way of getting money. They're going to sell it, and whoever buys it, because Tiffany was only using it when it was time for her to have events. Allegedly, the skating ring was not open like every day. Like right now would be a good day to skate. Right now would, because it's not ice no more. And then the ice that she allegedly bought, supposed to be the wrong ice. So maybe they can basically send that back, get the right ice. So when winter comes, they can basically charge people to come in there to skate. It's little things that can happen to make a difference. Because I know the skating ring, you probably charge people $5 every day to come to skate and this and the third, but little stuff adds up. You have to start from somewhere, But that was a good question. That was a good question, William.
Alderwoman Wanda Jean McDowell for the great city of Markham.
I'm trying to get you.
Got Leslie Trammell, the city clerk.
I should have just went through it before.
School board member. Lester Long, retired commissioner for Dalton Park District and the namesake for the great building that hosts RT with the trustees.
Yes, they can do that for a farmer's.
My former mayor, friend, and mentor.
Oh, definitely, yes, yes, yes. My whole thing is I'm not gonna say Tiffany wasn't for the black people, but remind you, a lot of people wasn't getting their licenses for the business. Remember the barbershop? Remember the car show? All of that stuff they gonna bring back. The car shows, all of that is revenue. All of that is money. People pay to be in the car show. People pay to watch the car show. People paid, like at the end of the day, she did take a lot of stuff from the people, and I didn't understand how you supposed to be for the people, for your black and brown people, but when people try to get licenses to open up businesses, you wasn't giving them to them. Even the U-Haul man lost his business, and then not even only that. When she got that check, cash at that pawn shop thingy, check cash and slash, he lost his job. So maybe somebody can reopen that up, and do something with that. There's a lot of things that Tiffany effed up. So basically, the more businesses they have, the more money that they can get putting back into the community or the village. They can cover that rink with a fabricated cover. Well, the rink is designed for winter and summer, so you can skate during the summer with the regular roller skates, And then in the winter, they put the ice down and you can ice skate. And yes, when it's not used, they should cover it up. Because Tiffany ain't did none of that. The last time we looked at that rink, it was a filthy mess. Trash was all over the place. Leaves was all over the place. The upkeep was not kept. But had you been using it like you should have, you wouldn't have had no problem like that, because every day you got to open and you got somebody to work and they got to clean it or whatever, wipe it off, dust it off, however they do it. And you can open it, but she just left it like it was until she wanted to basically have something. $5,000 was the check. They said, yes. And guess what? The owner of that / pawn shop, check cashing spot, he lost his job. The feds came and got him. And mind y'all, Tiffany is still under investigation by the FBI. So it still ain't over for her. She lost, all around the board, she lost. But at the end of the day, the FBI is still doing investigation. So she might be arrested at any time right now. But hopefully somebody catch it on camera so we can see it. But yeah, it's going down. It's just going down. So we just gotta stay tuned.
Yeah, but there was a moment in our board meetings for the first 2 years, as we're going back and forth and we're arguing, we would say that I would go into every meeting hoping that this is the meeting that everybody, that our counterparts kind of found the way of reason and peace and compromise. And I put my head down and we would have the prayer, and then right after prayer, all chaos breaks loose. Trustee Stan Brown would say we'll pray our way in and we fight our way out. So one meeting comes up and we do the prayer, and then one of the employees gives a really good prayer on unity, and then comes and it's just as nasty as they could be. So of course that's the meeting where I tell them, don't pray for me anymore, because you have to watch who prays in your life over you. That being said, I would still go into every meeting, and after the prayer, because he would always lead the prayer, I would always do my Kaepernick resistance moment and not pay attention to it. But then I would bow my head and I would just stop for a minute and I would say, God, please use me. Give me the humility and the humbleness to hold my tongue and to speak only when it's called for. And that's been my mantra pushing forward. So I'm going to have that same moment right now as I ask God to use and guide my steps and my words and my direction. And that always seems to work. I'll sit here now, and I've been so privileged as I look around this room. I have amazing brothers that I want to acknowledge really quickly, because I have my beautiful sister, Lemon sister, right here. Hold on. I want to acknowledge that she keeps me on the straight and narrow path. That's my only biological family member I have here, but God put so many amazing brothers in my life, so I got a few people I do have to acknowledge. Like my brother, Stephen Harry over there, brother George Marsh, Jr. I saw my brother, Thomas Crosby, Jr. See William Norrells. I see my brother, oh my God, Mark Easterlin. The man, this guy has a jump. He hasn't stopped shooting since we were in the second grade in basketball court. I mean, he really thought every shot was wide open. Along with that comes the next level of direction and guidance. So I have to acknowledge Thomas Crosby Sr. for being there in moments that I really need, along with his lovely wife, Adrian. I have to acknowledge George Marsh Sr. for being there over 30 years of my life. And God said you might need some more direction. I have an amazing, amazing mentor, CEO, Donald J. Dew, also here, that gives tidbits, don't even know that I'm paying attention. My brother up here in the front with our amazing family, I say our family now, I done took it over. Charles Walls. Charles Walls, his lovely wife, my godson, Jade. So as Clerk Key was telling the story of years ago running for office, that was also my running mate back in 2009, where we ran a spirited campaign Thought we had it, but we didn't know any better at the time, so we had to find some more friends, and here everybody is. So that being said, I get the privilege today to stand here proud because I can tell everybody the story of how resiliency and unity have brought us to a new and brighter day in the village of Dalton. 4 years ago, nobody thought that this small community just south of the city of Chicago would get this kind of attention. We never did. I had some residents who came to me and said, you know, Henyard put Dalton on the map the same way NWA put Compton on the map. Now, at the moment, I really didn't know how to take it. In one vein, it's humorous and everything, but it's also difficult when you're sitting in the seat to recognize that our elected officials, our public servants, are being made synonymous with gangster rappers. Now, I know some of the lyrics of Ice Cube, I will say that. Love is moving. If you're watching, please do not make another movie about Dalton. I'm just telling you, we love your movie, don't do it. But you get the spirit of where I'm going. We do not want our servants to be synonymous with gangster rappers. We want to make sure that we represent the service that we're here to do. But with all of those lights, cameras, action, it created a moment. It created a moment for our community to unite. So this is why I can stand here today more proud than ever of the residents of the great village of Dalton for standing together and working towards one common goal of cleaning up our community. It's often said that affluent communities would not accept the kind of treatment that we got. And when we got to that voting poll, we said strongly and loudly with a near unanimous vote that the residents of Dalton will not tolerate that corruption in our backyard as well. So for the first time in many years, our community has been divided for many years. We have shown decisively through our vote that we are the change, transparency, and accountability. We collectively as a community, we as what is deemed as the outsiders and those who care, we are the change, transparency, and accountability that the community needs. And I'm proud to stand here as a member of the board. I always say member because we are a team, along with the clerk, along with we have 6 trustees here. We stand united that we are going to move this community forward better, and we have been doing the work. This work doesn't start today. We've been doing it for the last 4 years. Right. We know how to call you out when you need to be called out. We know how to hug each other when we got to hug. And so now we're ready to move Dalton to the next level. We'll talk about what does that next level look like. It looks like professionalism in our boardrooms and in our community and in the village hall when you walk in. As long as you work at it. So I stand here today to talk to the residents of this village. Our next level looks like
William said it didn't pop up on my phone. I don't know what's going on, but this. So William said, wonder if she signed full grant money and didn't use it there. Bet the FBI is focused on the car wash and grand jewelry will decide. But I'm from what I'm hearing that the car wash has been shut down. You talking about the Kamal car wash? Unless they got another one, that car wash is not active. at this point. So they looking for other business venues. Um Tiffany just trying to find something to do. Well, she might be a rapper at this point. Yeah, but I'm gonna play like a couple more minutes of this, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Make sure y'all like and subscribe if y'all already haven't. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Financial stability that we've lost. So now we've already started with getting our audits done and brought back current. We've started with making communication with those who have not gotten communication for years, and we will make sure that that communication is ongoing as we work to get a payment, because we know that's all what they're really waiting on, right? But well, we have to start it there. We're going to seek the funding that we need. We're going to get it. We're going to make the tough decisions collectively as a board that are necessary, and Dalton will be debt-free by the end of this 4-year term. That next level is making Dalton business friendly. Over the last 4 years, we've had a difficult time. The business owners needed a lawyer just to get a business license. They need lawyers to get liquor license. Those days are over. We have already made changes. We've made changes in the last 3 months that have allowed us to sign off on over 75 business licenses, 10 liquor licenses.
Oh.
We want to make sure that people know that Dalton is a great place to do.
I know that's
Business in. That next level looks like clean streets. We will make sure that we're working with clean.
Amen.
Our next level looks like protecting the residents of our community, so the police officers and the command staff direct the way. They are here for the community, for the residents of our community. We will continue to move that forward, and I see all of our illustrious firemen over there. You see them in the city. They say we should feel safer already. So, in closing, my mentor, Donald, I called him today. I said I wanted to make sure I got this correct, because we are going to get this done, because Dalton has what he likes to call the 3 C's. We have compassion, we have the competency, and the commitment to community. And with those 3, how can you lose? Dalton will be an amazing place to live in.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you have it. That's basically what Clean House gonna be looking like. So I believe they will hold up to what his standards are and how he's gonna help or fix the community, the village. So I really don't have no doubt about it. I believe in him. I love it. I am totally elated that Tiffany is gone. So it don't have to be a shit show every month or every other 2 weeks. Because mind you, she ran both of them. Really? 7:30, what's up, what's up? Now he can fix the mess she made. Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you for that comment. Yes, thank you. Yes, now he can fix all the mess that she made. So pretty much, just following this story, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was for me, it was draining emotionally, because I kind of wanted to bang her. I ain't even gonna lie, like, because certain things that she would do would just piss me off. I didn't like how the some of the elders, they'll come up there and they'll have their public comment, and Tiffany just don't be paying them no mind. You don't have no answer. You, even if you're not trying to fix it, acknowledge them. Say something. You know, like, if you're going to be a politician, play politics. Okay, ma'am, we're going to work it out. We're going to see what's going on. Write your name and number over here, even though if you don't call it, but you sitting there when people had public comment, like, you don't have no regards of what nobody have to say. And then I believe she was paying people to get up there and make public comments and say how good of a mayor or how good of a job that she was doing and this, that, and the third. Because for real, I don't believe half of them people would even sit up there and lie, knowing she was not doing a good job. I just don't like. See, I get real soft about babies and elders because they're kind of vulnerable, you know. Like, and I don't like nobody really taking advantage of people like that. So I kind of did have to like back up a little bit off of this, you know, for a little bit, take a breather. Even though she wasn't showing up at the meetings and stuff, but it was just emotional for me, you know. But it was a good story. I'm glad she gone. Congratulations to everybody who won and was stuck in with the fight. Um, because it was a hard battle. Even when some of the trustees was trying to talk, I can give you permission and all of this stuff. Tiffany was just pure evil and a thief. Don't forget that part. Allegedly. But yeah. God won big time. Yes. Yes, William. Definitely. Triple times. Triple times. But it was sad to see sometimes you watching these meetings and you watching people being treated like shit. Like they're nothing. And sometimes it hurted to watch these people go through that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're a compassionate person, a loving person, that stuff right there will like kind of like trigger you. It'll make you upset. It'll make you be like, F her. It just wasn't good. So I'm glad she out of there. Oh yeah, girl, guess what? On another note, she eventually got evicted out of their home that she claimed that she was not staying there. Her and Kamal. So that's another good thing that came out of this situation. So that's over. The lady got her house back. It just was a lot. It just was a lot. It was a lot during this year of turmoil and emotional stress. But yeah, some good came out of it. I don't know if a lot of y'all are new to the story, but y'all can go back and watch some old videos because it was a mess. That's all I'm gonna say. But thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you already haven't. Thank you so much. I love y'all and I appreciate everyone who came in. Thank you, William. And really 7:30. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for the interaction. Y'all, be safe. Check out my next live. My next live should be at 4. Talking about Trey Nichols. If y'all interested in that story. So I'll see you guys in the fair. Everybody be safe. I love y'all.